Divesting gone terribly wrong. Black people need to social distance away from divesters. Subscriber, Men Being Happy released an excellent video titled Social Distance Away From Them, where he made excellent points about divesters.
You gotta social distance away from them because of two reasons. First, and most importantly, their networks, meaning the people they're connected to that will connect themselves to you, if you're dumb enough to get socially connected with them, those networks are full of poisoned men, because they are attracted to terrible men. Black men have been saying this for a while, okay? But this is the way it really works. They're attracted to pookies first and foremost. Criminals, people who have sent others to the upper room, face tests, incarcerated over and over. That's what they like. And if they can't get that guy, they want to become a divester. After they're done with pookie and they got 3 to 5 kids, they've been abused, they've gone through all of that, and they're tired of that for a while. They're all hurt and beat up. They want to go divest to a white man. And the kind of white men that they can get are usually the worst kind of white dudes out there, because they can't get the good ones. Okay, white women get the best white men. They get what's left. They get what's left after white women get them, Hispanic women get them, Asian women get them, and whatever is left, usually some guy that is a criminal, just like the old pookie, that's what they try to get. And with that, or some old man, like a 90-year-old, 80-year-old old man that they think they're going to get some money from, and they're not. We got so many stories. And only then, after they are washed and ruined, usually late 30s, mid 40s, then they'll do the reach back to a working class black man, hoping you're going to save them and fix their messed up life. And a lot of the guys that they divest to are deeply anti-black because they hate black people so much. The black women, they don't like themselves for being black, and they hate black men. So the white men that they get around, or whoever they're divesting to, they usually bond with them over their united hatred of black men. So by the time they do the reach back, all the men in their network are terrible. They're just terrible dudes you do not want to know. Dangerous people to know. The other reason is that black women are embarrassed to be seen with working class black men. Their greatest nightmare is ending up in a stable relationship with a 9-to-5 black man. And the reason for this is a large amount of black women in this country, they really don't like being black women. They got some sort of psychological issue. But black men like being black men. And they hate that we are not unhappy, and they hate that we like being what we are. And because of that, they hate reality itself. Reality becomes their enemy because they want to live in fantasy land. Because they feel like they got to live in this ridiculous fantasy to make up for being what they are, which are black women. And getting with a working class black man means that fantasy that they have in their head is over. It doesn't matter if we're hyper attracted to black women in this country. What matters is, as long as we want to stay good men, productive men, working class men, we have to abandon them socially. We got to social distance away from them. That means literally putting in distance from us in social situations.
Here is a story of a washed-up divester who was happy to be claimed by a white man after a week. Lakeisha Stewart of Rensselaer, New York, sacrificed her black daughter to this white abuser in a matter of days. Let's get to know Lakeisha.
43-year-old Lakeisha Stewart of Rensselaer, New York, pleaded guilty to attempted grand larceny in the third degree before the Honorable William Little in Albany County Court this morning. A Superior Court information alleged that between January 5th, 2023 and February 1st, 2023, Stewart stole a total of approximately $28,500 from a victim. Specifically, she was accused of cashing several checks from the victim's account while working as their home health aide. The victim was diagnosed with dementia and was unable to consent to those payments. Sentencing is scheduled for February 2nd, 2024. The defendant faces a sentencing range of no less than 5 years of probation and no more than 6 months at the Albany County Correctional Facility, followed by 5 years of post-release supervision. Assistant District Attorney Nicole Thiel is handling the prosecution of this case.
You shouldn't be surprised by Lakeisha's actions. She thought this white man was going to save her from poverty. She could make a divester Instagram page and a TikTok showing off the white man, but too bad, the white man really didn't like her. He just needed a place to stay. RIP to the black daughter because her divester mother allowed a white criminal to stay in their home. Let's get to the story. Rensselaer County resident Robert Fisher, age 34, pleaded guilty to murder and rape on Tuesday, July 9th, and the death of Josephina Cunningham. According to prosecutors, emergency crews were called to the girl's Rensselaer home near Broadway and Tracy Street on July 7, 2023, after relatives found her not breathing. Josephina's mother, Lakeisha, found her lying lifeless on the floor, foaming at the mouth and drenched in bleach, the girl's brother, Jaquan Stewart, said. At the time of her murder, Josephina was left in the care of Fisher, who was dating the child's mother. The grieving brother disclosed to the U.S. Sun how his mother introduced Fisher to her kids days before his sister's killing. Stewart said he felt something off about Fisher the first time he laid eyes on him. Something felt a little off inside when I first met him. It was a little off. I just felt something in my gut, he said, adding that his mother had only been seeing Fisher for a week. I never saw my mother with a white guy before. Maybe that's why, but I never spoke to her about their relationship. It was like she was hypnotized. She was too deep in love with him. It was actually kind of strange. It's clear she was in love with his white skin. After all, she was 43 and the white man was 34. She probably was happy because she thought she would get pregnant with the magical mixed-race baby. I mean, she abandoned her older son and sacrificed her young black daughter while being in love with the white man in less than a week. She loved whiteness. If you have children with a divester, please keep them away from the divester so the children have a chance at living a normal life. Divesting gone wrong.